What does $46,000 get you in the new 2024 redesigned Chevrolet Traverse in the new trim to the lineup, the Z71 trim? And we're going to be talking about this car and what that price tag does give you on this Chevy Traverse. But before we even go in and dive in, please, we welcome you to Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Tap that like button and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And if you have something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we can talk details later. A special shout out and a thank you to Roseville Chevrolet here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us this beautiful car for this walk around review video. Keep watching and stay tuned because we're also going to be dropping that MSRP sticker and showing you guys what $46,000 gets you in this new Z71 trim Traverse. Let's go ahead and dive in. So let's dive in and talk some specs and history on the Chevy Traverse. Now, it does away with the 3.6 liter V6 naturally aspirated engine, and you might ask what comes standard in the new 2024 Chevy Traverse. Now, standard on all trims is the 2.5 liter turbocharged dual overhead cam 4-cylinder engine paired together with the 8-speed automatic transmission, pushing 328 horsepower with 326 pounds-feet of torque. This being new to the lineup is the Z71 trim, okay, and it does get set apart with regards to the things we're going to talk about in this video, and it gets rid of the Premier trim and also the High Country trim, okay, so the top trim being the RS. So you typically got 4 trims: LS, LT, the Z71, and the RS, okay. Now, a little bit about the engine, some MPG numbers and so forth. 19 city, 24 highway, and a 21 combined. It has a 19.4 gallon gas tank size. Some dimensions on the 2024 Chevy Traverse: 205 inches in length, 80 inches in width, and 70 inches in height. 121 inch wheelbase with a 1.3 inch increased ground clearance, making it 7.5 inches ground clearance because of the Z71, and 5,000 pounds of towing capacity. If you ask me, you get more pep to your step with regards to the gas pedal on this because you do get more horsepower and pounds-feet of torque from the older model. But now let's go ahead and show you guys the new redesigned, more rugged, squared off body, just phenomenal look. Now, Z71 are going to, it's going to set itself apart because it's going to look a bit more off-road than the road princesses of the LS, LT, and RS. What's different, you might ask, is this whole front grille area in the high gloss black, the Z71 trim. The Chevy bow tie is not Z71 exclusive, but it is black. 360 panoramic camera. Dropping down, what do we see that's different for the Z71 as well is going to be the recovery hooks in the red. If you are familiar with Chevy and the Z71 lineups in their different models, they do have this on multiple models. And you get that kind of cut short front end from the bottom up because of that off-road skid plate right there. So if you're taking it off-road, you have that option to not damage your radiator area and so forth. Bumper sensors going across that kind of gunmetal gray, more hyper silver look, glossy. Matte black plastic going around, just phenomenal look how that exterior paint color in the sterling gray metallic comes together with the black and the red. Just phenomenal look. I love it. Okay. Up top, we left the hazards on. This is your daytime running lights and your hazards. LED front lights, and you get kind of a black chrome look, okay? Different trims will have different color schemes on the trims around the car. Matte black plastic, active air vent for that wheel area, and get a load of the side look. I have to mention, guys, I don't want to throw any shade on the old model, but the new model is just getting so many better ratings. Loving the look on it, and yes, they are selling the hotcakes because here at Roseville Auto Mall, Roseville Chevrolet, they have a hard time actually keeping these. So we're just kind of coming in as we can get our hands on them and do some reviews for you guys. So dropping down some more exclusivity for the Z71. This wheel well trim is a bit more bulkier, more beefy, to where the other trims will kind of have a flush look and painted or non-painted. Keep that in mind. This is a matte black plastic that shoots over to the rocker panel area. Also, the rims and the tires will be Z71 exclusive, and that is a 265/65 18 Goodyear Wrangler tire. It's an all-terrain. And the rim itself is two colors, high gloss black and a machine surface silver with your standard shock suspension. But you have the dampers on this Z71 as well, okay? Also wanted to mention the extra 1.3 inches in ground clearance. You're gonna see a big difference from different trims with regards to the Z71 because of the off-road look. Side mirror, there's come blinker integrated, 360 camera, blind spot assist, matte black plastic on the bottom, high gloss black on top, high gloss black going around the windows as well. Also the high gloss black on the Traverse lettering as well. Keyless fob entry, you could actually also lock this door from that button there. Roof rails in the high gloss black. Want to show you guys how much way you have coming into that driver area, just phenomenal. But another thing that I really like is get a load of how big this back door is. Now on these midsize SUVs, I have to mention that certain competitors will kind of cut back on that entryway with regards to that door. But here on the Chevy Traverse, you have a lot of area coming inside that second row seating. Phenomenal look, love it. Back glass, I like the shape of that. Since we're here in the rear, I wanted to mention to you guys that this does come with an all-wheel drive setup, and what is different from just a regular, for example, LT all-wheel drive over to the Z71, it has a dual clutch all-wheel drive system. You can actually drop it into two-wheel drive and all-wheel drive as you need. And I'm going to show you guys that button inside, all right? That's a super cool thing to have here as well. Up top, integrated spoiler with the integrated brake light. You get a live feed rear view camera here with the spray nozzle. Privacy glass, wiper for that glass, dropping down more black gloss trim here in the back. LED tail lights, those are your new tail lights coming in from the kind of center of that tailgate, coming over to that quarter panel area. Traverse all-wheel drive and letting you know it's the Z71 trim here on the right, okay? Camera right over that license plate with the camera washer. Dropping down the matte black plastic in between the sterling gray metallic and that hyper silver look. Parking reflectors, backup lights, bumper sensors, and twin tip exhaust. Love the fact that they still add the exhaust here on the Chevy Traverse. And the reason I mention that is because a lot of manufacturers are starting to tuck away those exhaust tips, giving it more kind of a cleaner look, but I still like my exhaust tips here at Vagabond built. Let's go ahead and pop open this self-opening tailgate. Very nice and convenient. So we have the third row seat. Let's go ahead and bring it up and show you guys what it looks like. This is about 23 cubic feet of space. If we drop the third and the second row, you're getting a max capacity of cubic feet of space at 98 cubic feet of space. Just so much room for those skis, snowboards, and whatnot. Now, some more Vagabond advice, okay? Now, that's not going to go up because that second row seat. But some people ask me in my comments if I would refer them to get a 5-seater SUV and you kind of take away this cargo area. You don't need that third row seating. But here's some advice from Vagabond Builds is if you have the option, because you're going to see a lot of price points coming in at around $46,000 on a midsize SUV, get to the third row SUV and drop the seats and just use that extra cargo. Why do I say that? It's just more convenient if you do have the option of having more seats when you have more people or passengers in the car. And then if you just need to put more things back here, like, I don't know, camping gear and whatnot, drop that third row seat and just literally use the bench seat. Okay, this is a 7-passenger, but you have the option of actually making it an 8 so you can get the bench seat for that second row, okay? That would be literally my advice to you guys is get the third row and use it. Drop the seats and keep them dropped if you don't need that third row, okay? Now, let's go ahead. Show you guys some stuff. More room, and what do you get under this plastic? You're going to get a spare tire. The Traverse 2024 does come. Spare tire, you get a 12-volt outlet here on the right, and also some tie downs for groceries and so forth, okay? Let's go ahead and shut this. Now that we're done talking about specs, exterior, and cargo, let's go ahead and show you guys what the 2024 Chevy Traverse Z71 looks like inside. All right, so before we continue forward and showing you guys this interior and what $46,000 gets you, I want to mention that this does come with a driver, enhanced driver package. And what does that get you? It gets you a few things, actually. It gets you the Super Cruise, okay? It's going to get you the parking assist, the enhanced parking assist, the driver attention assist, also the Bose premium sound, and it's going to get you the live feed rear view camera that I mentioned there in the back. But let's go ahead and bring this interior to you guys. And I have to mention right off the bat, guys, check out this beautiful 17.7-inch infotainment screen here in the 2024 Chevy Traverse. Phenomenal look with the Google Maps. Beautiful. And then an 11-inch driver cockpit cluster display screen. Just beautiful look on the tech, okay? Now, let's go ahead and start off completely with this interior. This is with the Z71. You have the torch red stitching with the inlays, design, unlock, lock button, controls to your windows and side mirrors. On the left-hand side, you have a few buttons going on. Parking brake button, your modes, to where you have 5 different modes. And because it's a Z71, you have an additional terrain mode. All-wheel drive button that you can actually go in from all-wheel drive to two-wheel drive, automatic on and off button, and your dimmable lighting knob for that dashboard. But let's go ahead and show you guys what the modes look like in the interface. Phenomenal into the sport, the off-road, the terrain, the tow haul, and then back to the normal beautiful look. Super Cruise, you will see the Super Cruise steering wheel here and here, okay? And it has the leather-wrapped steering wheel with the Z71 badging, tri-spoke steering. Paddle shifters right behind the steering wheel for that 8-speed automatic transmission. But what's going on here, you might ask, we have the Super Cruise button there, crash warnings, and on the right, got the heated steering wheel with some buttons for your media, voice engagement, and the button to actually change the options there on your driver cockpit cluster screen. Phenomenal look, okay? Just a lot going on. On the right-hand side, another cool thing is they do the simplified shift lever here on the steering column, which I'm a big fan of these because it kind of gets rid of a lot going on the center console. And then the lever there for your windshield wipers and signal lighting. You might ask, where are your switches for the headlights and taillights? No more switches, but touch sensitive buttons there. You could actually press that button. You get your auto, your parking lights, and your just regular standard lighting, okay? With lane departure assist. Some things I wanted to show you guys with regards to the 17.7-inch infotainment screen. I'm trying to hurry you guys so you guys aren't boarded out. You get heated seats, shows you there with the dual climate controls, okay? You can also go home and you get your camera system. You could actually change the look overhead for the bird's eye view and all around, and then you could get your back. Look what that's, and you're doing your front again. Just phenomenal look. You get the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and the wireless. This is where your auto park assist. You got the Google Assistant and the Alexa built in. You could actually split these screens as well. And you actually wanted to show you guys your Sirius XM, Bluetooth, and so forth for your music, okay? Dropping down, we got some vents, hard buttons for the dual climate control, USB-A, USB-C plug-in with a wireless charging pad and a 12-volt outlet there. Your cup holder's nice and big. And this is what your key fob does look like on the 2024 Chevy Traverse. High gloss black trim coming together with the kind of chrome silver look. Some more cubby room. Opening that up, removable tray with a LED light in the center console. Now, seating system does come with the jet cloth black, kind of very nice and sturdy, so I do not see these staining real easy. Torch red stitching. Okay, and both seats here in the front are not the same. And what do I mean by that is because the passenger side is manual controlled and the driver's side is actually 8-way power adjusted controls, okay? Also up top on the headrest, you get Z71 headrest with that Z71 embroidered there as well. Also, the mats are different and the plates, the dorsal plates, right, are going to be that kind of silver brushed aluminum look. Phenomenal. In front of that passenger, you get the unlockable glove compartment, so no lock on the glove compartment. Up top, live rearview mirror, and another add-on option, the $1,500 panoramic glass tilt slide moonroof option with an electric control visor. Now that we're done with the front, let's go ahead and show you guys the second and third row. Drop that MSRP sticker and finish off with this video. So now second row seating, captain chair area. Still look coming over, same look coming over from the front over to the second row. Captain seating. Now you do have the option of getting the bench seat here, making it instead of 7, an 8-passenger mid-size SUV. Ways to control this seat. We got the armrest here. We have a lever up top to bunny hop this seat forward and actually have room to get to the third row area. And also a lever there for just dropping that backrest. Okay, so and you could also move this bench forward and back with the lever down in the front. Now, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches to put it into perspective for you guys on the space inside the Chevy Traverse. My legs are completely clear. Head clearance is completely there. If you do not have this glass, okay, it actually gives you increased head clearance because it doesn't actually have that thick glass with the motor and so forth. So you're getting a little bit more head clearance on the no top glass Traverses. In front, we have the pockets on the back of each seat, front seat. We have the tri-zone climate control, pretty simple on the controls, dropping down to USB-C plugins, a inverter, and some little cubby room. On the door panel, same look on the door panel from the front coming over to the back. Up top, we got your reading lights right over your lap, and no glass. The actual lights will be here in the center, and your O-snap handle is here on the B-pillar. Shooting over to the third row. This is actually probably one of my more favorite parts of the Traverse as well. Why do you ask? Is because for a third row midsize SUV, they actually have a lot of room back here, okay? Now, yes, you are gonna get a smaller feel inside, but it's not as claustrophobic as certain competitors with regards to the Chevy Traverse. And I have to give a shout out to Chevrolet for this because of the leg clearance for us tall people and the head clearance back here, okay? Get a load of their vents right over your lap area and your reading light right over your lap. But just phenomenal feel here on the third row SUV. I do not see myself actually getting too claustrophobic back here for a longer road trip, okay? On the right and the left, cup holders and USB-C plugins back here as well, so nobody's fighting for plugins. Guys, as promised, here's the MSRP sticker, so you guys get an exact idea of what comes on this car and the $46,000 price tag and some change. Let us know what we did, or if you have any questions here in this video. We tried our best here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Drop your comments, likes, in the comment section below. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. And check out our other videos with regards to different trims for the Traverse. Thank you, and God bless.